Have you ever wondered if, amid the turmoil of everyday life, we are truly in tune with the voice that comes from a higher plane? In a world dominated by noise and distractions, it is easy to lose the thread that connects our essence to the transcendent. However, there is a promise of transformation hidden in every moment of silence, where faith and hope intertwine to guide us towards a more authentic and fulfilling existence. Imagine a moment when time seems to pause and you find yourself immersed in an intimate dialogue with the sacred. This connection, much more than a mere consolation for difficult days, reveals itself as an invitation to inner renewal and deep self-knowledge. When waking up to a new day, we realize that each challenge hides an opportunity for evolution. Adversity presents itself as a silent teacher that invites us to learn. Each obstacle reveals lessons that strengthen our faith and expand our self-knowledge. The daily struggle turns into an invitation for inner transformation. Thus, challenges become steps that elevate our spiritual journey. Facing difficulties requires an active attitude of reflection and courage. Overcoming comes when we convert pain into true learning. Every fall becomes a chance to rebuild our inner strength. Introspection reveals the importance of each setback in our trajectory. This process boosts our determination and renews our purpose. Adversity invites us to revisit and reevaluate our core values. In the silence of difficult moments, we find the inspiration to change. The practice of prayer and meditation reveals new perspectives in each challenge. Resilience flourishes when we accept uncertainty as part of growth. Each obstacle overcome reinforces the belief that we could transform ourselves. Inner transformation manifests itself by facing difficulties honestly. Adversity serves as a mirror that reflects our areas of improvement. By learning from each stumble, we develop strength that transcends pain. Faith grows stronger as we overcome each challenge with perseverance. In this process, hope renews and guides our steps towards a better future. Transforming adversity into opportunity requires the union of mind, body, and spirit. Every difficult experience invites us to delve into self-knowledge. By embracing our vulnerabilities, we discover previously hidden potential. The constant practice of reflection and prayer shapes a new perspective on life. In this way, pain becomes a powerful tool for personal transformation. The journey of transformation in adversity is marked by challenges and rebirths. Each difficult step builds the foundation for a new version of ourselves. Confidence in our potential grows with each battle won. Self-knowledge deepens by recognizing lessons in the midst of pain. With faith and resilience, we transform chaos into a path of constant renewal. Suffering often emerges as a force that challenges our emotional stability. Each pain experienced holds within it the potential for profound transformation. By facing difficulties, we open space for new hope to flourish. Grief and affliction can be the fertile soil where inner renewal germinates. Thus, the painful experience becomes the seed of a vibrant new beginning. In the midst of pain, the search for self-knowledge reveals hidden aspects of our essence. Every tear shed has the power to clear the way for a new perspective. Introspection during difficult times becomes a healing and learning ritual. By recognizing our vulnerabilities, we discover strengths that were previously dormant. This process turns suffering into a catalyst for personal growth. The experience of suffering invites us to question and give new meaning to our way of living. It is in pain that we find the opportunity to redefine priorities and values. By embracing this step, we allow resilience to flourish in surprising ways. The practice of prayer and meditation can be the refuge that brings clarity in the midst of chaos. Each challenge overcome strengthens our determination to move forward. In the heat of suffering, we discover the importance of transforming pain into wisdom. Each painful experience reveals lessons that illuminate our path of evolution. Resilience manifests itself when we choose to learn from each scar. This journey of self-knowledge pushes us to see beyond the shadows. Thus, adversity becomes the beginning of a process of continuous renewal. Suffering, when faced with courage, reveals the beauty of inner overcoming. Each painful experience can be reframed as a step toward transformation. By transforming distress into learning, we give voice to a new way of living. Faith and hope act as balms that soothe the wound and drive change. In this way, the pain is transformed into the impulse for a full and conscious beginning. In every moment of suffering, there is a seed of renewal waiting to germinate. Transformation does not deny the existence of pain, but uses it as a tool for growth. By integrating the practice of prayer with a painful experience, we strengthen our connection with the divine. Each challenge overcome highlights the ability to give new meaning and be reborn. Thus, suffering becomes a vital link in the construction of a new inner reality. Faith and hope are essential pillars in our journey of transformation. They provide us with the strength we need to face everyday challenges. When we connect with the divine, we find a refuge that soothes the soul. This powerful combination lights our path and inspires us to persevere. The constant practice of prayer reinforces this connection, keeping the inner flame alive. In moments of uncertainty, faith becomes the foundation that sustains us. Hope, like a lighthouse, guides us through the storms of life. Each prayer is an expression of confidence in tomorrow and personal renewal. These feelings intertwine to form a solid foundation of resilience. Thus, the heart finds comfort and the mind prepares for the challenges to come. Cultivating faith is an act of courage and surrender to the invisible forces that surround us. Hope emerges even in the darkest moments, offering a breath of light. By practicing prayer daily, we establish an intimate connection with the sacred. This ritual strengthens our confidence and awakens the ability to be reborn every day. Each step guided by these feelings brings us closer to a fuller and more harmonious life. Faith is not just a belief, but an experience lived with an open heart. She invites us to transcend limitations and see beyond the immediate. Hope acts as a constant reminder that better days are ahead. These qualities complement each other, driving continuous internal transformation. Together, they encourage us to persist, even in the face of the greatest adversity. In the silence of prayer, faith manifests itself in a genuine and powerful way. Hope is revealed in small gestures that warm the heart and inspire change. Every moment of connection with the divine strengthens the certainty that we are not alone. This harmony between believing and hoping renews our energy and vitality. Thus, life is enriched by transforming the ordinary into something extraordinary. The journey of faith and hope is full of challenges, but also of enchanting discoveries. Each day is a new opportunity to reaffirm our trust in the power of the divine. The practice of prayer illuminates our path, encouraging us to dream and fight. These feelings, rooted in our essence, become the basis of a full existence. With faith and hope, we transform each obstacle into a step towards our evolution. Prayer is the space where silence transforms into an encounter with the sacred. It allows the heart to open to listening to divine wisdom. Each prayer is an invitation to set aside worries and seek inner truth. In this silent dialogue, the soul finds answers that often escape reason. The constant practice of prayer strengthens the connection with the divine and illuminates our paths. Transforming prayer into a moment of intimacy is a gesture of surrender and trust. In this sacred moment, our doubts dissipate and faith is renewed. Dialogue with the divine reveals aspects of our essence that often remain hidden. Every word spoken is a link that unites the human with the transcendent. Thus, prayer becomes a source of inspiration and guidance for the journey of life. In our busy daily lives, taking a moment to dialogue with the sacred is vital. This pause allows us to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with our inner selves. Through prayer, we find clarity to face challenges and face change. It presents itself as a refuge where anxieties transform into serenity. In this way, dialogue with the divine becomes a foundation for personal transformation. The practice of prayer invites us to active listening, where every sigh has meaning. In this space of communication, the divine reveals itself in a subtle and profound way. Words become bridges that connect humans to transcendence. This intimate encounter reinforces our ability to love, forgive, and move forward. Prayer, then, becomes a ritual that re-energizes the soul and brings balance to life. Dialogue with the divine is to recognize the constant presence of a greater force in our existence. Through prayer, we are led to reflect on our fears, desires, and dreams. Every moment of this sacred dialogue is an opportunity for self-knowledge. He invites us to abandon the barriers of the ego and embrace universal truth. Thus, the simple act of praying transforms the routine into a path of spiritual renewal. When prayer becomes an intrinsic part of our journey, it illuminates moments of darkness. In this sincere dialogue, we find not only comfort, but also the courage to move forward. Each prayer is an act of faith that drives us to seek the best in ourselves. By transforming the ritual into an intimate conversation, we discover the essence of transformation. In this way, prayer is consolidated as a vital instrument of connection and evolution. Resilience is the strength that emerges amidst the storms of life, propelling us forward. Each challenge overcome strengthens our ability to transform pain into learning. By facing obstacles with courage, we discover the ability to reinvent ourselves every day. This process of overcoming allows us to rediscover hidden potential and renew our goals. Thus, adversity becomes a powerful engine for personal transformation. When life knocks us down, our resilience reveals itself through the desire to get back up and grow. Each setback is seen as an opportunity to reevaluate and rebuild our essence. The practice of self-knowledge guides us to understand the lessons hidden in each difficulty. With faith as our foundation, we transform each fall into a boost for a stronger new beginning. This ability to reinvent ourselves drives us to always seek a new horizon of possibilities. Reinventing yourself is an act of courage that invites us to challenge the limits of what we believe is possible. Resilience manifests itself in the ability to transform painful experiences into valuable learning. Each obstacle overcome teaches us to look inside and identify the forces that drive us. The constant practice of introspection and prayer helps us stay focused on our growth. In this way, Overcoming adversity becomes a journey of continuous and meaningful renewal. True reinvention happens when we accept pain as an integral part of the evolution process. Each challenge turns into a lesson that strengthens our determination and self-confidence. By facing difficulties with an open mind, we discover new ways to flourish. Self-knowledge and the practice of prayer act as essential instruments in this transformation. Thus, resilience is consolidated as the key to transforming adversities into opportunities for growth. The ability to rise again in the face of challenges reveals the inner strength that we all possess. Every difficult moment is a chance to rebuild our identity and redefine our purposes. The journey of reinvention teaches us to value small victories and to persist despite falls. Resilience, fueled by faith and self-knowledge, lights the path to new beginnings. This union of efforts allows us to transform pain into a catalyst for a fuller life. Each new day brings with it the opportunity to rewrite our history with courage and determination. Resilience is revealed in the ability to transform each scar into a symbol of overcoming. By practicing introspection and prayer, we find the strength to reinvent ourselves in the midst of adversity. This journey of transformation invites us to celebrate each step taken towards personal evolution. Thus, the ability to reinvent oneself becomes a living testimony of inner strength and renewal. Self-knowledge is the key to unlocking the mysteries that reside within us. When we delve into our essence, we discover potentialities and limitations that define us. The practice of introspection allows us to identify beliefs and patterns that shape our trajectory. This internal journey favors transformation, opening space for personal growth. By connecting mind and spirit, we build a solid foundation to evolve authentically. Introspection is a daily invitation to look inside and reflect on our feelings. By identifying our fears and desires, we open doors for change and improvement. This process of self-analysis allows us to break barriers and overcome limitations. Each internal discovery drives us to live with more clarity and purpose. Thus, self-knowledge becomes a powerful instrument of renewal and balance. By dedicating moments to reflection, we learn to recognize our true identity. Inner silence reveals nuances of our personality that are often hidden. This practice strengthens the connection between our emotional and rational being. Understanding our feelings and actions guides us in building a more conscious path. In this way, introspection transforms everyday life into a journey of self-discovery. Investing in self-knowledge is an act of self-love that enriches our existence. When exploring the corners of our interior, we identify areas that need care and attention. This internal search promotes emotional healing and overcoming personal challenges. The regular practice of introspection teaches us to value each achievement and learn from each fall. Thus, we build a trajectory marked by balance, clarity, and authenticity. Introspection invites us to revisit our experiences and extract valuable lessons. When reflecting on the moments we experienced, we identify patterns that influence our decisions. This process of self-analysis strengthens confidence and the ability to deal with adversity. Self-knowledge thus becomes a guide that illuminates the path to a fuller life. Each internal reflection contributes to the strengthening of our essence and integrity. Looking within, we discover the richness of our own history and potential. The practice of introspection allows us to recognize both the strengths and weaknesses that make us up. This journey of self-knowledge is continuous and invites us to always be better. Each insight obtained transforms challenges into opportunities to evolve and be reborn. Thus, we cultivate a life of balance and authenticity based on self-knowledge. Each new dawn brings the opportunity to rewrite our history with freshness and purpose. When we awaken, we leave behind the weight of yesterday and embrace the hope of a new beginning. The morning practice of prayer and meditation connects us with our essence and renews our energy. Every conscious gesture at the start of the day strengthens our resilience and determination. Thus, daily renewal becomes a sacred ritual for us to live with authenticity and vigor. The beginning of the day invites us to reflect on our goals and adjust our paths. As we observe the beauty of a new day, we realize that change is constant and vital. Small morning rituals, such as gratitude and meditation, prepare us to face challenges. The renewed energy that emerges from the morning silence inspires us to move forward with courage. In this way, each dawn becomes an invitation for personal evolution. Renewing yourself daily means embracing the present with an open mind and heart. The conscious practice of activities that promote self-knowledge reinforces our journey. Each new day challenges us to leave behind what no longer serves us and embrace the new. This constant inner reinvention drives us to seek balance in all areas of life. In this way, we transform the routine into a space for growth and continuous inspiration. Each day is a blank canvas ready to be painted with the colors of our dreams and desires. By cultivating healthy and meaningful habits, we strengthen our connection with our purpose. Daily renewal is a process that teaches us to value small achievements. At this rate, we learn that personal transformation lies in everyday attitudes. Thus, each dawn becomes a celebration of life and our potential for evolution. With each new day, we have a chance to adjust our thoughts and attitudes with clarity. Practicing morning rituals helps us align our goals with our deepest values. This daily reset strengthens our ability to transform challenges into opportunities. By focusing on the present, we awaken to the beauty of living consciously. In this way, daily renewal is consolidated as the basis for a full existence. Renewing yourself every day means accepting that change is a constant and an invitation to overcome. Awakening to a new cycle inspires us to be the best version of ourselves. With the practice of prayer and reflection, we strengthen our connection with the sacred. Every dawn reminds us that the power to transform life is in our hands. Thus, we embrace the new day with gratitude, courage, and the certainty of a continuous new beginning. Sharing experiences means transforming the individual into a collective, allowing each story to resonate and inspire. By sharing our challenges and achievements, we open space for empathy and solidarity. Each story becomes a seed that can germinate hope on other journeys. The exchange of experiences strengthens faith and fosters mutual self-knowledge. Thus, the act of sharing becomes a ritual of renewal and connection. When we share our stories, we create a support network that transcends personal barriers. Each testimony offers valuable lessons that illuminate paths and awaken new perspectives. This communion of experiences encourages the search for solutions and internal transformation. The practice of listening to others also becomes an act of healing and emotional strengthening. In this way, sharing becomes a powerful instrument to inspire and transform lives. The exchange of experiences reveals the diversity of the paths taken and the richness of each story lived. When we hear stories of overcoming, we recognize the universality of human challenges. This interaction teaches us that, despite differences, faith and hope unite hearts. Each shared narrative reinforces the commitment to personal and collective evolution. Thus, the shared experience is an invitation to build a more supportive future. The act of sharing goes beyond narrating facts. It is a genuine expression of vulnerability and authenticity. By exposing our feelings and learning, we invite others to do the same. This openness strengthens community ties and fuels the flame of hope. Each story told becomes a mirror that reflects the beauty of the human journey. In this way, sharing is established as a practice of constant renewal and inspiration. In sincere encounters, sharing experiences builds bridges between souls in search of transformation. Each testimony is a reminder that pain and overcoming go hand in hand on the journey of life. By celebrating achievements and learning from challenges, we strengthen our ability to reinvent ourselves. This exchange of experiences enriches our understanding of the world and ourselves. Thus, the communion of stories becomes the basis for a journey of faith and resilience. Sharing experiences is recognizing that each individual journey contributes to a greater whole. By sharing our struggles and victories, we cultivate an environment of inspiration and mutual learning. This practice encourages reflection, self-knowledge, and the search for new possibilities. Each story shared reinforces the importance of living with purpose and authenticity. In this way, the union of reports becomes a beacon that illuminates the path of collective transformation. Integrating values and purpose means charting a path full of meaning and authenticity. By aligning our principles with our dreams, we create a solid foundation for personal transformation. This union strengthens our faith and drives us to live in a conscious and aligned way. Every decision reflects the essence of our deepest ideals and aspirations. Thus, values and purpose converge to shape a trajectory of continuous growth. Living according to our values is an act of courage and self-knowledge. When we allow our principles to guide our choices, we discover greater meaning in life. Each dream becomes a reflection of our identity and what we truly value. The practice of prayer and meditation reinforces this integration, bringing clarity and focus. In this way, our ideals materialize into actions that build an authentic and inspiring path. The connection between values and purpose is revealed in the balance between being and doing. By listening to the inner voice, we identify what really matters and discard the superfluous. This journey of alignment turns challenges into opportunities to reaffirm our beliefs. Each conscious step strengthens the certainty that we are walking the correct path. Thus, the integration of values and purpose becomes a safe guide in the search for a fulfilling life. Revisiting and adjusting our values is essential to maintain consistency with our purpose. Each lived experience contributes to the redefinition of our ideals and objectives. By reflecting on our actions, we learn to better align our dreams with reality. The regular practice of introspection and prayer helps us keep this connection alive. This way, we build a consistent path where each choice reflects our true self. The union between values and purpose is the force that drives internal transformation. When our ideals are reflected in our actions, our journey becomes filled with meaning. Each challenge faced reinforces our commitment to what we believe in. Clarity about our values empowers us to make decisions with confidence and purpose. Thus, life is enriched, revealing the beauty of living in harmony with our principles. Integrating values and purpose is, above all, an invitation to live consciously and fully. This practice transforms everyday life into a constant celebration of our essence. By aligning dreams and principles, we awaken to the potential of an authentic existence. Each action, guided by this integration, strengthens our journey of self-knowledge. In this way, we build a legacy of resilience, love, and transformation that inspires the future. The story of Job is a timeless example of unwavering faith in the face of adversity. He faced immeasurable losses, but he maintained his conviction even in the midst of pain. Her journey teaches us that resilience can flourish even in the most challenging conditions. Job inspires us to transform every difficulty into an opportunity for self-knowledge. Thus, your trajectory becomes a beacon that illuminates the search for inner renewal. Job, in the midst of suffering, demonstrates that faith can become a transformative force. Even in the face of misfortune, his hope never faded, serving as an example for everyone. Each trial he faced revealed layers of wisdom and self-knowledge. He found the support to move forward in prayer and dialogue with the divine. In this way, his life illustrates the importance of reinventing oneself even after the biggest losses. When looking at Job's narrative, we realize the complexity of human suffering. Her story does not minimize the pain, but it highlights how it can be given new meaning in learning. Each tear shed turns into a lesson that strengthens the essence of being. Job's example encourages embracing vulnerability as part of the transformation process. Thus, your journey becomes an invitation to see adversity as a springboard for growth. Job's trajectory highlights that true strength lies in the ability to persist in the midst of the storm. Even when everything seems lost, he shows us that it is possible to find meaning in pain. Your constant practice of prayer reinforces your connection with the divine and feeds hope. Each challenge faced by Job becomes a testimony of renewal and courage. In this way, his story motivates us to transform anguish into a path to personal evolution. Job masterfully illustrates how faith can be the foundation that sustains the soul in times of crisis. His experience teaches us that suffering, although intense, can reveal unsuspected inner forces. He turned every setback into a deep and constructive learning experience. By dialoguing with the divine, Job found not only consolation, but also the impulse to start over. This life lesson becomes an inspiring example for everyone who seeks to give new meaning to their difficulties. Job's legacy transcends time, showing that overcoming comes from encountering faith. Her story is an invitation for each of us to recognize the value of trials as agents of change. By transforming suffering into learning, he built a path of continuous renewal. Job inspires us to seek self-knowledge and transform each obstacle into a step towards evolution. Thus, his example stands as a beacon, guiding us on the journey of living with purpose and resilience. As we go through this journey, we learn that transformation starts from the inside out. Each challenge reveals the opportunity for a fresh start and deep self-knowledge. Faith manifests itself as the pillar that supports our search for meaning. Prayer becomes the link that connects the human to the divine in moments of reflection. Thus, inner renewal becomes the engine that drives our continuous evolution. Each lived experience is an invitation to rethink values and embrace new possibilities. The courage to face challenges strengthens our ability to give new meaning to pain. By integrating faith, hope, and self-knowledge, we find the path to a fulfilling life. The daily practice of reflecting and praying illuminates our steps towards self-discovery. In this way, each setback becomes a step towards achieving inner balance. Introspection and prayer reveal themselves as rituals that renew the soul and awaken hope. These moments of silence and connection enable a deep understanding of yourself. Every prayer and every reflection serves to reinforce our commitment to personal evolution. The constant practice of looking within helps us overcome obstacles with resilience. Thus, the inner light is strengthened, guiding us along a path of growth and harmony. Dialogue with the sacred invites us to transform challenges into learning opportunities. By opening our hearts, we connect with the essence that makes us truly human. Each lesson learned from difficult times reaffirms our ability to reinvent ourselves. Faith, reinforced by prayer, emerges as a beacon that guides our decisions. In this way, the journey of renewal becomes a constant celebration of life. Sharing our experiences enriches our journey and strengthens bonds of solidarity. Each testimony exchanged becomes a seed that inspires collective transformation. The communion of experiences broadens our vision and renews hope for better days. By sharing challenges and achievements, we build a support network that drives evolution. Thus, mutual learning becomes the foundation for a journey full of purpose. This message invites you to embrace life with authenticity, confidence, and self-love. By putting into practice the teachings of faith, hope, and self-knowledge, we transform our reality. Each step taken with intention and gratitude builds a solid path towards personal evolution. May the integration of these values illuminate our journey and inspire new beginnings. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any inspiring content. May we live with purpose, celebrating the beauty of continuous transformation.